my fellow business owner, entrepreneur, freelancer, independent contractor, we all, I think, have a sneaking suspicion that the numbers don't have to be as complicated as the CPAs, accountants, bookkeepers, enrolled agents as they make it seem. Sure, the IRS forms and we file our taxes are a little complicated. We need them for that side, but how much do we really need them to know our numbers and make smart decisions about what to do in our business? I know when we were first starting our business, I already knew a lot about QuickBooks because I had a job where I had to learn QuickBooks and had to do the data entry side of recording transactions for the organization I was working for. But I knew we needed somebody, especially the volume of transactions within a coffee shop, we needed somebody to do that work for us. So we interviewed a few people, we hired someone, they did a good job helping us make sure we filed our sales taxes on time, set up our payroll correctly, all of that. And that was super helpful. But then they weren't ever really helpful in helping us interpret our numbers or know what they really meant or how to use them to grow our business. And until one day, we it was several years in, we finally sat down with one of the guys that was at this firm that we were working with, and he tried to give us business advice. And it was so clear that he didn't really know our business. He was so focused on the numbers that he didn't know our ethos, right? Our culture, what we were trying to accomplish with our business. And so his advice did not make any sense to us. And we actually started looking for a new accounting firm. But that was when we realized, hey, when you know your numbers and you have an expert that knows how to interpret those, QuickBooks reports and all that kind of thing, that can help you make better decisions. But you also have to add in that culture and ethos and goals and what are your priorities and what are you actually trying to accomplish with your business beyond just making money. And so we went on a search to find someone new. We found someone new. He's still our accountant today, even though we've changed industries. Um, an amazing guy who does help us, think through how do we interpret our numbers, that kind of thing. But I still am a little bit of a control freak. So I've come up with ways to track my numbers myself outside of QuickBooks in a software called You Need a Budget, or YNAB for short, that has helped me tremendously, especially when I've combined it with a cash flow management system called Profit First. So, what I want to do today is show you how I'm currently using YNAB to help me interpret my numbers, make good decisions with my business, and also how I'm using the Profit First framework within YNAB to accomplish that. So, welcome to the FIFE Movement. I'm your host, Amanda Neely. This is the only movement for our generation that helps us create our unique feminine and entrepreneurial path to financial independence. Please be sure to subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, you gotta also hit that bell so they get notifications when we publish new videos. So, I've got 5 tips I want to share, and I'm going to share my screen on the YNAB so you can kind of follow along with these tips. But if you're watching the podcast version, you're still going to get a lot out, or listening to the podcast version, you're still going to get a lot out of it. But if you do want to see the video version, check out the link in the show notes to check that out. So the first thing you'll notice is that this is a budget that is separate from personal budget. That's my tip number 1, is to have your business expenses and income and all of that, your business budget separate from your personal budget. So this one is my test that I use to show people how to do business budgeting within YNAB all the time. And then tip number 2 is it's still YNAB, so you still want to follow the same rules for your business. You still want to take your to be budgeted and give every dollar a job, all the way down through your categories. You want to embrace your true expenses. Think especially for those operating expenses, dues and subscriptions, things that are annual. Make sure that you're budgeting for them monthly. You still want to roll with the punches, especially in business. Things are always going to be changing. So you want to make sure you're able to adjust your budget as time goes. And then age your money. Make sure that you are, as you're embracing those true expenses, as you're, doing things that your money is getting older and you're spending older and older money. Okay. Now, and if you want more about those rules, if you're not familiar with YNAB has so much more information about those rules. Please check out their information too. Step 3 is actually about these categories. I like to keep the categories really simple. So cost of goods sold, I might actually rename that like materials and subcontractors in the profit first way. These are the actual expenses that are required to run your business. So you're going to want to have those first and foremost, the top of your budget, and those come out first. I've got goods like inventory, commissions, selling fees, that kind of thing in here. And then second, or what I like to do, a category that's just my first accounts. That's where I put my profit, my owner's comp, and my taxes. And you might even come in here, especially if you're using the YNAB framework, and put in what your percentage is there, right? And so you remember what percentage goes to that category. And then the operating expenses I break out. If you've got credit cards that you use to grow your business or other loans, you might have an interest one, your back office, all those things, shipping, supplies, dues and subscriptions. Really customize these to fit your business, what you actually need. And I love this growth opportunities one too. Anytime, so my husband especially loves to do new things, add a new thing to our business. And we always look for, do we have the money within our growth opportunities to add that growth thing, right? Whatever it might be. So I really like that part of my operating expenses to help me remember, do you want to set aside funds for expansion and growing type things? Tip number 4, so that's tip number 3, categories, keep them simple, customize them. And if you're using the profit first framework, I love these first accounts that come first after my materials and subcontractors, but then breaking out my operating expenses. And then in a previous episode, we talked about the monthly money meeting for personal and what that can look like, where you review the month past and you set up the month ahead. I highly recommend doing that for business too, where you're reviewing things and you're setting things up for success by reflecting on what's been, thinking about what's ahead, and rolling with the punches, as the YNAB people say. And then, of course, tip number 5 is to use profit first. It is so good. There's really great information there within profit first. It's really motivating, but actually implementing the system and using the profit first framework is such a game changer. It makes those monthly money meetings way simpler. It gives you the categories that you can use for profit, owner's comp, taxes, and OpEx. It gives you even the targets for what to shoot for where your money should be heading if you want to be a truly healthy business. And I've got a link in the show notes or the description for where you can get the first 2 chapters of Profit First to check it out, see what it's about, see if you would like it. And then, of course, the Profit First book is available on audio or in written format, or if you have questions, I'm a Profit First professional, so you can reach out to me with those things as well. I'd love to hear from you. So what did I miss? What are you doing with your business budget that I didn't include here? Or what questions do you have? What kind of things are you thinking about that I didn't discuss? Please share those in the comments on YouTube, and I'd love to hear from you, up my own game, and help others up their YNAB game as well. For now, thanks for joining me and connecting with the FIFE movement. As you go about your day today, remember, wealth is coming your way. Your quest is to prepare for using it well. For more tips on how to prepare, be sure to subscribe, and to connect with the community, visit fifemovement.com. And if this gift has helped you today, please pay the gift forward by sharing this content with a friend. My gratitude in advance. To help this video be seen by more people, please hit the like button. We invite your feedback in the comments as well.